and I've been ready for this. Since like 9.
Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's week 15 of the NFL.
Yeah, I definitely got to go for a running back. Gotta get this run game going. I ain't got that right now. Somebody Achilles heel, not balanced enough. Oh, the Jets scored? Oh, wow.
Jimmy Garoppolo and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's fielded at the 34.
Come on, straight tackle, man.
Very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that.
Right, I want to put
this
that,
is not the way it's supposed to be.
competitive
But
side.
what you just described, that's
They can do it.
when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Are you kidding?
Gain of 7.
Brings able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Singletary here running out of the gun. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he stopped.
I love you, Roquan. I just hate that defense. You're like that. You might get the bread and butter. You're going to retire again because you're the only one that brings it. Everybody else, you take days off.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
I need more sacks. You only got 1. I need about 15.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From midfield now, Burrow. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
To number 15.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get that back to Allen, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. It is incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass.
Garoppolo still.
Here's Cameron
Throw that ball,
Johnston
Garoppolo.
now, as he's
God
on
damn
to
it.
punt for Las Vegas. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Raiders nothing.
Play action. It's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He sets to fire deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And a Bengal first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory.
A gain of 30.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Point after.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Johnson now returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just 1, but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7.50.
Yeah, I probably go about 15 touchdowns.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are a big scene, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Yeah, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They will run with Singletary. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at about the 14.
Come on, man. You got 97 speed, man. This what they getting caught. White boy.
Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work out it so hard because the goal is to give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And he's got his man on stride, complete. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. 41 yards. They go play action with Burrow. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
For the point after.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Play action, Garoppolo. Across the formation, he's got a man, that's Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Keenan Allen
Sorry,
on the
Shit.
year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half.
White boy
you do
can
have
make
the
it
entire
as
second
a
half. It's something about that goose egg that just looked bad
That's
on
right,
that board,
he's
but
got
now they've
touchdown.
broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
6-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker.
And the Raiders have got him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Burrow. They've got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
And a Bengal first down.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to loft it. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Point after, right down the middle. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Set to kick off.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
He's got a man complete.
I'm the best in the game.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
By number 12.
A big play there. 77 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Oh, mistake there. A kickoff out of bounds. So that one will be accepted. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Garoppolo. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. sizable deficit.
What a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Man, he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion, eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark it down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And taken into the end zone for a touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
What the hell? Came after me quick, man.
Coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, God.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Bengals. And even 60 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to number
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Third down.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And it will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Return team.
Unbelievable. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
First down. Here's Burrow. And a quick throw here that's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
He's with my homie.
Casey on the coverage.
That fell off on him, man.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now Burrow. He's going to try and go deep again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's the guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Allen Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to get this back to within at least some measure here.
That's nice to hear.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pin.
It's good.
It's hard to do.
It must be.
But you do like the fact that they're back
Look at his personnel.
Still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. The Bengals getting set to go. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive, with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, when I went to the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. There's Garoppolo to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And he's going to go down again.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taken from just outside the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now Burrow on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A big play there. 46 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick and head straight out of bounds. Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Garoppolo on 1st down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. It's able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Bracket.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now the football. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals set to take over. The outcome of this one, Well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out.
It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. But right there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
Well, he's going to do a good game.
Sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Well, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there.
Oh, hell no, man.
That's really difficult.
That ain't on me, is it?
A whole lot anyway. But when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's taking them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Hey there. Get your 8 sacks, baby.
45-yard line.
A loss of 9.
Get your 8 sacks.
Now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Is that the kicker? The kicker tackled me?
Receiving team.
Why do you keep on holding, man?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Why?
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator,
You play David this week?
I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Hey, bro, on the block. You see the ass on the block. You don't have to give me a house phone.
I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that.
You might get it, and then they'll take it away.
To watch. And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp enough.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Cincinnati.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way. We're taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent. Personally, I'd rather see them kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead,
for what?
They go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other side.
For answer.
That comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. And oh, he kicked it out of bounds. That's a big penalty.
Oh, I'm mad. What's the most you could buy? What's the most you could get?
At the kicker and says, "You have one job. Execute it."
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
One more time for your boy.
3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. At the man, it's Allen. Past the 20. To the hit Hager, but don't carry
You can have to matter.
on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Oh, man, is a shoot.
Holding offense.
So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cool game sometimes, partner.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead,
I love
he just
Burrow,
brings
man.
up 4th
We
down.
be doing some nut shit. I got too many turnovers.
Johnston
Man.
now as he sends this one
I
away.
need a quarterback
This is
that
taken
can
at the
take them
23.
Oh, my fingers slip like a
Nearly a
return.
huge return, as it is. Still a very good
What's up,
one.
man?
24 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
I
Now
do
this
say that.
Bengals offensive
I
unit
do.
ready to see what they can do here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they won't take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Oh, that was dangerous.
Cannot lie.
Almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up second.
Might not be even Burrow's fault.
An
It's
incomplete
usually
pass
really.
on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coaches' makeup at all. I think his opinion is,
another
you
quarterback
stop
next
us,
season.
we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
We'll trade him to somebody.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Garoppolo. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Ashton Davis. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
You have to buy it. It's going to cost.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?